days around.
Hello and welcome to the Tottenham America channel. Today we will be reacting to Tottenham Hotspur's 1-1 draw at Anfield at Liverpool's home ground in the Premier League, as we may have just stopped Liverpool from winning the Premier League title as long as Manchester City continue to explore their quest towards that coveted trophy. In turn for Tottenham, it's a half-decent result. Tottenham stay fifth, a point behind Arsenal, with everything now leaning on that North London derby. We're going to start with our man of the match contenders. Who's yours?
My man of the match, I have to say, is between Heung-min, Son, Emerson, and Guti Romero. But I have to give it to Son.
I'm going to give it to Emerson Royale. Son did score the goal, but Emerson was integral in every single part of our build-up game today, attacking or defending. He was absolutely ridiculous. Mane and Diaz were shut out for the most part on his side, and it was a ridiculous performance against one of the best teams in the world by Emerson Royale.
I would say it's a tie between Son and Emerson. Emerson was extraordinarily good today. I don't know, he just pulled this out of his back pocket. Out of nowhere, this performance came.
We have not seen this anywhere else.
Every Spurs player that dyes their hair blonde or white, like Emerson, Lamela, and Dombele, they've done exceptionally well while they had their hair dyed.
Yeah.
Really. But yeah, Son was electrifying up front. It was a great finish for the
Honestly,
goal.
the whole team did well. Lloris was incredible in his claims. Romero had he had beef with everyone on Liverpool. He was ridiculous. Eric Dyer and Ben Davies pulled out one of the best performances of the season.
Yeah,
Eric Dyer in the air was a monster. Sessegnon was excellent, especially for the goal, although there were points where he did shut off a little bit. Højbjerg and Bentancur were incredible in the midfield, except for 90+5, where Højbjerg should have scored with his header, or at least put on target. Instead, he goes back towards Kane, and Kane just does not get the...
It's way behind
pullback
Kane.
at all. Yeah, Emerson Royale, as we explained, one of the best players on the pitch. Son with the goal, but electrifying throughout the whole match. Kulusevski.
Son had a lot of urgency.
Kulusevski, everything we found came through that right side. So much came through that burst of pace from Royale and a turn from Kulusevski.
I feel like Kane as well. He was pretty well. He did pretty well. At times he was a little slow on the ball, but he had exceptionally great passes and some other great aspects. And I feel like Liverpool did a very good job closing Kane down.
But even then...
The one time Liverpool didn't close down Kane was for the goal.
And we scored.
And we scored, yeah.
Also, we have to talk about how Fabinho somehow didn't get a red, because he made 4 challenges,
Really?
should have gotten a yellow, and then
he elbowed Son in the neck.
He elbowed Son in the neck. That shouldn't be a red, but it should be a yellow that sends him off.
Yeah.
Because the 4 fouls before that easily constitute to a yellow, and that foul on Son is easily a red cardable offense.
Well,
it was ridiculous. He was terrible today.
Fabinho was trying to injure our players.
4 fouls committed from Fabinho as a total from him. Now we're gonna run through the events of the match real quick. The first half was not quiet at all, but it was no goals, no cards.
Very entertaining game.
Yeah. The first moment came when Van Dijk headed it off the bar in the 39th minute. Alexander-Arnold put a corner in, and Van Dijk leaps, but only finds the bar. Then, just 4 minutes later, Tottenham counter as they had done a whole match, and Højbjerg finds space to drive a shot into the left bottom corner. Alisson is nowhere near it, but it hits the post and goes out. Moving into the second half, just 11 minutes in after the break, Son Heung-min gives Tottenham Hotspur the opening lead at Anfield as a brilliant move from Spurs sees the ball with Kane driving towards goal after a brilliant pass from Emerson, pulls it off to the left for Sessegnon, and Sessegnon slides it in right into Son, who can just put it past Alisson, who is watching on from some distance away into the back of the net, and Tottenham find the goal. Then in the 74th minute, Liverpool hit back. Diaz drives in from the left-hand side and goes along the 18-yard box and takes a strike at goal. Bentancur gives it a massive deflection past Lloris and into the bottom corner. And Tottenham had the biggest chance at the end of the game. Emerson Royale finds Hojbjerg free in the back of the box in Liverpool's blocks, and Kane screams for it to nod the ball back to him. But Hojbjerg cannot head it back, and really in that moment should have just put it away. Yeah. He should just trust his finishing there.
He just has to go and go.
There's no defenders. Alisson is completely off. If he gets any sort of contact away from Alisson and it's on the goal, he's scoring with that, and that's a last-minute winner. But regardless, it was an incredible performance from Tottenham. Defending solid, attacking solid, and this is a result that we all could have wished for at the beginning of this race.
Everyone
for the top
was
four.
really good on the team today.
Yeah. But all this does is mean that the NLD is everything to play for.
We have. It's a must-win game.
That's a must-win game. Absolutely.
Basically, whoever wins it gets top 4.
Yeah.
Us or Arsenal.
And it also matters.
Whoever wins could possibly, if Chelsea drop more points, could possibly go into 3rd.
Yeah. But we also need Arsenal to drop points tomorrow because we're 1 point behind them, aren't we?
So if they win, they'll go 4 ahead. And then even if we win the NLD, we'll still be 1 point behind them.
So we just need Arsenal to slip up somewhere here and drop 1 or 2 points because that will mean everything to us. But another big fact that has just been released from BBC Sports. Mathematically, Tottenham Hotspur cannot finish outside of a European position next year. We will either play the UEFA Champions League or the UEFA Europa League next year. Man United and West Ham cannot mathematically catch Tottenham in points difference. That is a huge, huge piece of news for all Tottenham fans and for Tottenham themselves and for Conte, who's completely changed this season around. But we have to get that UCL spot.
Man United have played the most games out of any team in the Premier League. They played 37. They only have 1 game left.
We still have 3. So they're not going to be in action till the 22nd. We've got Thursday, then we've got the 15th of May, and then we've got the Sunday, the 22nd at, 11 o'clock? We finish the season off with Norwich. So every game has to be a W from now on. This could have been one, but in all honesty, I'm happy with a draw.
Yeah,
it's a good result.
Take a draw.
It's a good result at Anfield.
Against a Liverpool side who's barely dropped any points recently. Liverpool have been on a huge roll recently. They were like, what was it, a 15-point gap in winter between Man City and Liverpool, and we thought the title was decided.
Another big fact.
Liverpool just steamrolled ahead, and so I'll take a draw against them.
Yeah.
This is one that I think they've only dropped like 2 points in their last couple of games. And this is another 2 points they've dropped.
Another big fact is that, I've forgotten what I was going to say. That big fact is now gone. But regardless, it was an excellent performance from Tottenham Hotspur and one that was hugely needed. Oh, that's the interesting fact. Tottenham are the only club in the Premier League to have not lost a game to either Manchester City or Liverpool this season. 2 wins against Man City and 2 draws against Liverpool. We have basically shaped the title race how we want.
Yeah.
But if Man City don't go on and win this, I'd be very, very surprised because they have all the chance in the world to go 3 points ahead of Liverpool. And with the games they've got left, let's see. Yep. Man
City, who do they play? They play
West Ham, the biggest one. Wolves
Newcastle, I would say.
Yeah, Wolves could trip them up, but that's not going to happen.
I wouldn't say West Ham can. West Ham have
fallen, yeah. As for Liverpool, I think it's a pretty easy. Pretty easy. Southampton, Wolves, Aston Villa. So nothing huge on either side. So I think this result will make all the difference for the title race. But that's it for our instant reactions. If you enjoyed, make sure you smash the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you enjoy our content. And until next time.
Come on, you Spurs!